Guys, hanging down here in my museum, just relaxing. I'm checking on some old figures, seeing what needs to be tidied up, dusted off. And I had a subscriber a while back left a comment. I think it's been about 3 or 4 months now. Asked me this question. I get asked this question a lot, though. Why did I start my YouTube channel? Well, what was the reason behind the start of the MIB Master Toy Museum? What was the origin behind the MIB Master Toy Museum? Well, believe it or not, guys, I would like to tell you that it was some well thought out plan, some mastermind, ingenious plan that I had. I said, you know what, I'm just going to create this awesome channel that a lot of people like and people will want to subscribe to. But that wasn't the case. I was a big fan of a lot of the toy collector channels like Count Stankus, Sir Mathis. But it happened on a day that I was sitting on a couch, just got off work, relaxing, and I was watching a Sir Mathis. Check his channel out, guys. This guy has G.I. Joes, dragon figures, you name it. This young man has it. Fantastic channel. But he was doing his favorite top 10 list and of G.I. Joes. And I was sitting there watching it, and as he was showing each G.I. Joe, I was saying to myself, I literally have all of those G.I. Joes. All of the ones that was on his wish list or his top 10 list, I practically had. And so that got me thinking, and I wasn't doing it to start a channel. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. What I was just trying to do was actually comment on his channel and let him know that, hey, I have all of those G.I. Joes. So I ran down to my collection room. It wasn't called the museum at the time. It was just a big collection room. And I didn't have a wide variety of toys. My G.I. Joe collection pretty much dominated. I had a lot of Figures Toy Company figures and my Guyper Men. But for the most part, my G.I. Joes dominated my collection. So I ran down, did a quick video on my phone. And I created my channel. And that's how it started. I needed a quick name, and my wife was like, well, the place looks always, she used to always tell me that, my collection room always looked like a museum because everything was so nice and neat, and I never took anything out. So she was like, why don't you just have it as a museum or something, because this place looks like a museum. And she was right. So named it the MIB Master Museum. Toy would come later. I didn't put the word toy in there until much later. But then I got to talking to Sir Mathis, and he saw the footage that I shot, the little video that I shot of my collection room, and he was blown away. And that's pretty much how it started. Like I said, it wasn't some grand scheme or some you know, big Hollywood story or something that somebody's gonna make a life story about. I saw his channel, saw what he was doing, and decided to really create my own channel. It looked easy. What these guys do on their channels, Sir Mathis, RV Collectibles was another channel that I followed. Count Stankus. It looks easy what these guys do, but it's really not. There's a lot of time and preparation that goes into these guys making videos. And that's what I really appreciated. And then the fact that they had great content, and they always have great action figures and information about those action figures. And that's what really got me to thinking, hey, you know what? I could do this. You know, my kids would tease me because I'd start out with like three subscribers. And one of those subscribers was Brad Underwood. Brad has been with our channel from day one. Brad said he stumbled over the channel, he found it, and really loved it. So Brad, we appreciate all of the love and support, man, through the years. But it was just me and my 3 or 4 subscribers to the channel. And I didn't think anything would ever become of it. It was just something, it was fun to do. It was something fun to do. And I didn't think I would ever get, I got over 1,600 subscribers now. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would have over 1,600 subscribers. I thought I would probably get about maybe, my goal was to get about 20 subscribers. Get 20 subscribers and have a lot of fun, just really commenting back and forth with those subscribers and sharing different collecting stories and stuff like that. My channel had no direction. It had really nothing at the time. I would put up a video, talk a little bit about an action figure, and that was it. But as I started to grow, the channel started to grow, and more people started to comment on the channel. I remember getting really excited about reading the comments. That's why to this very day, I always respond to all of my comments. I remember thinking to myself, man, it would be really cool if I got a couple comments on these videos. How would that be? How cool would that be? And I remember Brad making a comment on one of my videos, and I got really excited about that. I thought that was so cool. I thought that was so it just blew my mind that I could interact with other collectors through this vehicle that we call YouTube. I'm a retro type of a guy, born in the 1970s, so a lot of this technology and this social media stuff is just, it's still new to me. My kids help me out a lot to try to understand most of this stuff. My wife do as well. But I'm a toy collector, so it's nothing fancy about me. That's why I say we don't do a lot of, you won't see a lot of glamour about our channel. We don't have those big fancy intros and things like that. You will rarely see me. A lot of people ask, how come We don't see you a lot, MIB. I hate being in front of the camera. Let's just put that out there. I absolutely hate being in front of the camera. I can't stand being in front of the camera. It's not a shy thing. It's not me being shy. I just can't stand it. I've always hated being in front of the camera. I don't like taking pictures. And it blows people's mind, because when they see me in front of a camera, or they talk to me in person or something, they say, man, you're so outgoing. You're so, really, guys, in retrospect, I'm an extreme loner. I am a loner by nature. I prefer to be by myself. That's just who I am. I'm a homebody. I like being in my museum. I like making videos, and I prefer not to be on camera. There's some rare footage of me on camera, but it's very rare that you'll ever see me on camera. So that was another question somebody had, Another question I read a while back, somebody wanted to know, how much do I make on YouTube? I don't really like sharing giving away that type of information. I can say this. Do I get paid for it? Yes. Yes, I get paid for it. Is it a lot? No. That's about as much as I could share with you. You won't get rich. If you're trying to get rich doing this on YouTube, you can really forget it. You can forget it. You won't get rich on YouTube doing this. This box is heavy. So yeah, somebody wants to know how much money do you make, MIB? No, I have a real job that I have to make real money from. So this is totally out of love. Yes, it's really cool. And I always thought that. I never thought I would get to a point where my channel could actually make money. Never thought that. Never thought in a gazillion years that my channel would actually turn a profit, which was crazy to me. So, because I didn't get into it for that, like I said, you're talking to a guy that thought that he might have maybe 20 subscribers tops, and that would be like it. I wouldn't have any more after that, and I was okay with that. So it really took off, and I'm living the dream. I'm literally living the dream. So it's been so cool doing this. I have over 900 videos. I make tons of videos. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy the connection with you guys. I enjoy sharing my collection. And that's another thing my wife told me. She was like, you have all of this fantastic stuff, and you'll sit there in your collection room for a couple of hours, and it's just you and your collection, and you just enjoy it like that. Wouldn't it be cool to share it with somebody else? Initially, I told her, no, I don't want to share it with nobody else. But I got to thinking about it. I said, you know what? It would be cool to be able to connect with other collectors. It would be cool to do those things. And that's another reason the channel exists. It's just basically a way for me to connect with you guys. I've learned so much about collecting. I've learned so much about different action figures, different toy lines, and I didn't stuff that I had no clue about. I call myself a curator, but that's more of a title than anything else. I've really, over the years, I've really become a curator, but it really just started out as a really cute little title. It looked good on the channel, but now, after researching and doing different things, checking other toy lines out, learning about different aspects of collecting, different aspects of action figures, how they're made, I feel like I'm more of a curator now of a museum. But back then it was just for fun. It was just for fun. My wife told me I need to respond to this one. Another question is the voice. I get this a lot on my channel. My radio voice, as people call it. I've been called the guy with the golden voice. I should work for a radio channel. I should have my own radio show. I don't I don't see it like that. I appreciate that, guys. I don't know. I think I'm one of those guys that I've always I was teased as a kid growing up, because I was always teased about having talking very proper, really concise English, my words, everything. That's just the way I was taught. So I guess it just kind of stuck there. And I don't know. My wife says it's just the way I project my voice. So she said, you just have a very distinct sounding type voice. So I guess that's where the radio voice came from. But just me. I appreciate it. But you know what? I told my wife I might actually try radio. Have to be more like sports, though. Maybe I'd be like a sportscaster. What do you guys think? Let me know, guys, what you think about this video, or if you have any other type of questions you want to know about my channel, M.I.B. That name pretty much is, people ask about the name, the title. I got that title from a gentleman from Patches of Pride, a G.I. Joe site, who did an interview on me, like an article on me about, oh my goodness, about 6 or 7 years ago. And he started the article off with the M.I.B. master, or something like that, the master of M.I.B. And I thought that was a really cool name. And no, it's not Men in Black. It's essentially what it is. It's Mint in Box. People connect me with that because I don't take anything out off the card. I don't take anything out of the box. So that's where that came from. Yeah, it was a gentleman that actually tagged that on me in an interview. So MIB was born. Toy lines came, like I said, by me just connecting with other collectors like Count Stankus, RV. So I learned a lot about different toy lines because I was from just watching, watching their channel, their channels. This is just another way for middle-aged guys such as myself to really relive some fun childhood memories and see toys from the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, that I used to have or thought about or saw in the stores. All fun. all fun stuff. So all in fun, guys, all in fun. I'm trying to find stuff for you guys to look at here. I don't pull a lot of stuff out, but from time to time, like my robot here needs to get pulled out because he needs to get checked out. He needs to get dusted off. That's the one thing when they're designed like this, the box designed like this, it doesn't have anything in there. I have to kind of constantly dust him off. As you can see, I have everything. So what started out as having G.I. Joe figures, just solely G.I. Joe, really blossomed and grew into different toy lines. And now 12-inch action figures, 8-inch action figures, 6-inch action figures, 14-inch, you name it, different genres. It doesn't matter to me. If it's something I used to have or wish I had or something like that, and if I can add it to our museum collection, I always do, because it's fun for me. Guys, let us know what you think about this video. I always like kind of connecting with you guys on levels like this. It's fun. It gives you more of an insight into my world. You know, leave some requests. We do requests. Our first year, we had a ton of requests. I mean, I had just this one particular subscriber. I believe his name was Christopher Tweed or something like that. This guy would request like about 4 or 5 times a week. And it was fun for me because it was a challenge to see if I actually had it. So I would go scurrying around in the museum to see if I had it. And I had it, so it worked out, you know. But sometimes I had to disappoint him and tell, hey, no, I don't have that one. So, but it was very rare that I didn't have something. So that was always another fun aspect. We do requests, and we've done some lately. So anytime you want to do a request, hey, just ask. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, by all means, subscribe to our channel. We do giveaways, we do requests, we have fantastic videos like Coffee Time, M.I.B. collections, episodes, segments, you name it, the sky's the limit. M.I.B.'s What If series, you know, we do a lot of What If series around here. We have our Vampirella comic book segments. So we just have a ton of fun when we get new reviews in on new product lines, new toy lines, you name it. We have it here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. Guys, with that being said, you know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.